Welcome to the most passionate content for card collectors on YouTube and possibly the whole entire internet. As usual, I am your host, Jake Roy, 90s B-Ball cards here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, eventually maybe a little bit of TikTok at some point this year. I'll get there at some point. Alright, so today we've got a little bit of a different opening, so we're all excited, I'm sure, for the Super Bowl. So we've got the Chiefs taking on Tampa Bay Buccaneers, so two all-time great quarterbacks potentially. One we know is an all-time great, one is looking like an all-time great in Pat Mahomes. So today we're going to celebrate that great sporting event that I'm really excited for, I'm sure you're really excited for, and we're going to do a little bit of a football box opening. So let's not waste any more time, let's get right into that. Alright, yes, so right before we get into that, so what we are opening today is a box of 97-98 Upper Deck. So you might remember we've done some of this for basketball. The products are pretty similar in a lot of ways, but there are some very specific differences. So the two top things that we're looking for are the same in the two products. So the number one thing that we're looking for, game jersey cards. In the basketball product, there is a much larger checklist. Those cards are also significantly more valuable. There's a smaller checklist here, but those people on the checklist are some of the top names in the sport. Very rare still. So the game jersey cards in this box are 1 in 2,600 packs. So 2,600 packs. Obviously, as a Packers fan, I'm looking to get Brett Favre, but there's also some other greats. Terrell Davis. You've got John Elway in there. Then you've got some guys who aren't as big as stars. Carl Pickens is probably the lowest on the list, in all honesty. But if you remember when we opened 97 SPX, I got Carl Pickens. So that could be a potential rare hit, but not as exciting as some of the other players on that short checklist. Then the other thing that is also similar to basketball, I should mention with the game jersey also, you've got a very different design for the football. So not as iconic as the basketball, but still really cool. And you can get patches, specific patch cards. So that would be great to see in these packs as well if we got a star player and we got a patch card. So then the other thing is the game dated memorable moments. You might remember me talking about those with basketball, the foil cards. They're pretty hard to pick up, but once you see them in person, you can't miss them. Those are really rare in both basketball. They are incredibly rare. And we speculate about the print run of those, and maybe those are something that can get picked up, but they are starting to pick up in value a little bit. So the football offering, those are 1 in 1,500 packs, or 1 in 1,500 packs. Same kind of design idea there, but my guy Brett Favre, there's 2 of them, so there's 2 chances we could get Brett. Again, a pretty small checklist on these, so a lot of the top stars of the day, but kind of a skip number set, just like we have in basketball. So, the sky's the limit for what we could get there, but Brett Favre is really the top for me anyway. And then you've got some other stuff. Teammates is one of the easier ones to pull. 1 in 4 packs. We should see a few of those with 20 packs in this box. And then there's also an Upper Deck MVP set that are each numbered to 100. I don't know a lot of details about those. Completely different from basketball. But again, numbered to 100. So those are going to be very hard to pull. Pretty valuable as well. Football in general is a little bit of a lesser value type of proposition than basketball, at least right now. So it's a lot of fun if you're looking to rip something. Sometimes getting football product is a good way to kind of scratch that itch. So that's what we're looking to get. Really looking for game jerseys or patches, game dated, and those MVP. So let's crack right into this box and see if we get some of that fire. Alright, here we've got the box. So you can see the plastic wrap looks like it's been kind of double wrapped, but we do have the Upper Deck seal on there, so should be pretty safe with this not being a resealed product. But something I did want to mention, it does look a little bit looser than what you usually see, but I'm feeling pretty safe with this one. So let's crack right in. All right, there we go. Oh boy, it looks like this might be a resealed box. That is not promising yet. All the packs here, boy, That is not good. All the packs here look like they have been sliced open. All right, well, not what I was hoping. I mean, even the cards here on the top. Okay, well, I guess we can forget any hopes of those jersey cards. Let's go ahead and see what we got. A little bit of sticking here. Trent Dilfer, Shannon Sharp. I'm not expecting much. Ricky Waters base. I think there's memorable moments of that. Vikings. Daryl Johnson. Hanson. Ryan Cox. Hugh Douglas. And there we go. Even got some baseball stuffed in there just to add insult to injury. Wow. Looks like there's a baseball card in all of these too. Vinny Testaverde. I mean, there's a chance we don't get a single insert. They might have taken everything out of this. Wheatley. Isaac Bruce. Hey, there we go with a Packer. Desmond Howard. Pretty pumped. That was after he got traded. Look at that. Gary Sheffield. Oh boy. There we go with another Packer, Craig Newsome. Mark Chimura, not my favorite Packer. More baseball, yay. Robert Smith, retired too early. I'll go with Tim Brown, all the Raiders fans. Metcalf, not DK Metcalf. Jeff Hostetler, Packers fan, Raiders fans. My brother was a Raiders fan. There's one stuck to the back there. Harrison Hurst. Some fun names anyway. Donnie Edwards. Ray Lewis. No, Mo Lewis. Wrong Lewis. Same position. Another Shannon Sharp. Oh, 2 baseball cards in this one. Yippee. Wow, this one looks like it's all baseball. Oh, Jesus. Well, I'm sure there was something decent in that pack once upon a time, but no longer. More baseball. I think I saw Rick Aguilera. Oh, I thought it was Greg Maddux. Nope, Greg Olson. Can't even give me a good baseball player. Randy Johnson. Can't disparage him. Ricky Henderson. Barry Larkin. Okay. I mean, these are horrendous cards, but some fun players at least. Ben Coates for the Patriots fans playing against the Packers. And I'm sure they lost. Chris Chandler. Hey, Reggie White. I am very happy to get a Reggie White. I will be honest. Love him. Double Reggie White. Awesome. All right. More baseball, baseball, baseball. A couple of football back here. Ken Dilger. Andre Reed. Oh, there's our guy, Carl Pickens. Derek Thomas. Okay. Kevin Carter. I remember him real well with the Rams. Another Desmond Howard, Willie Clay. Oh, yes. I know we're going reverse order, but I saw my boy Gilbert Brown. So I'm happy. More Packers. But of course, I want to see some Brett. Another big fat Gill. Marshall Falk. Okay. I was like, that must be early in his career, but 4th year. Warren Moon. Jeff George, famous Mel Kiper argument on draft day. Ty Law. All right, Joe, that's all you, buddy. Ted Johnson. I don't think you want him. Ken Norton. Hey, Chris Carter. All right. 4 more packs. Another Hostetler. Warren Sapp looking real dirty. Willie McGinnis. 2 more packs of this nonsense. Last one here. Let's get it over with. Is that my boy Frank Wycheck? It sure is. Love Frank Wycheck. All right. Well, that was an experience. I think it's always important to share the good and the bad experiences. This was definitely not a great experience. So my plan was, the question of the day was going to be, let me know who you're picking for the Super Bowl between the Chiefs and the Buccaneers. But I think the more pertinent question today is, have you ever had an experience like this? Have you ever had a clearly, I mean, they didn't even try to hide it with this one, a resealed product? I will reach out to the seller, and depending on how that seller responds, I'll let you know. Maybe it's a seller to stay away from, but hopefully it's maybe a mistake that they bought it from somebody else and they didn't know what they were getting either. I don't know. But, I mean, we did mention before we broke in, it did look like there was some loose seal. There was the upper deck seal. It was pretty clear once we started breaking into it that that upper deck seal had been broken. That plastic wrap was pretty brittle, which is usually a telltale sign in my experience. So it seemed pretty obvious from the beginning that there was something something amiss, and that definitely proved to be true. So, like I said, hopefully the seller makes it good, but if not, I will make sure to let you know to stay away from that seller, so you don't get into a similar situation and, you know, all your hopes are dashed. I mean, the best card that we got, in my estimation, is the Reggie White. We got 2 of them in the same pack. I love Reggie White. I love the Packers, but we didn't get a single insert. No rookies. I think this was Work Dunn's rookie year, Tony Gonzalez, a few other guys that we could have gotten, Orlando Pace, some other guys that I enjoyed. So there was a potential we could have gotten some of those rookies. Clearly did not. We didn't get any of the teammates inserts that, you know, aren't terribly valuable either. So there's no telling. Maybe this could have been one of those good boxes with game dated and game jerseys, but we may never know. So definitely a bummer. But let me know down in the comments, have you ever had a similar situation? This is the first time that we have had a situation like this. So, you know, so far about 3 years in, and only one bad experience with ripping some wax. So just goes to show you, this was one that I did not get through one of my trusted sources for wax. So you know, go with the people that you know and that you trust and you build up a rapport with. That's very important in the hobby. So I think that's another highlight, is relationships are extremely important, because you know who you can trust and go to. And eBay, sometimes you can't, but you do have that buyer protection through eBay, so that's always helpful to give you a little more confidence. We'll see what the seller does here. I'm definitely bummed, but we have the Super Bowl to look forward to, so it's not all a loss. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. We'll have better pack openings than this. I guarantee that. This is probably as bad as it gets. New videos like this, collector interviews, looks into my PC, all kinds of fun stuff will always drop on Wednesdays. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss any videos in the future. They will get better. And if you're looking forward to next week, which I hope you are, we have a very exciting PSA order. Our express order should be in, so I'm expecting to have that be our video next week. We'll see how quickly the mail gets back to us, but there are some extremely exciting cards that we could have. So if you haven't seen the video where I go over that order when we're getting it ready, check that out. Or maybe it's a good time to do a little refresher. It has been about a month or 2 since we did that video, so take a look at that. But as I said, new videos always dropping on Wednesdays. Any bonus content will drop on Fridays. Thanks. We'll talk later.